to hold your hand out, and then an adult will hold their hand. Then each one of you would please touch someone in front of you, and touch the young lady there, please. Everyone is connected to the unveiling, okay? Everybody touch? Everybody connected here? Are we? Okay, are we ready? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! All right, Sister Margaret.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you a million times over. And it will take me another 30 years to express the depth of gratitude that I have for this outpouring of love and friendship and community. I have loved and treasured this community over many years. How you have blessed my life. Maria told me that I could not cry, but I have to tell you I'm close to it. I want to share with you what this dedication really means to me. Because if you see the sign, it has my name, and under it, it has Little Sisters of the Assumption. So I have to say, when I first got an inkling with Marie suggested that this was going to happen, I got Maria and Marie St. Fleur, and I said, no way am I going to let you do this.
No, we have to twist your arm to do it. Really.
And then I thought there's so many people in this neighborhood and community that could really be recognized. I think of Al and Teresa, who ran the Cottage Cleaners across the way. I could think of so many different people. So I named a number of them, but it didn't work. But one of the things, Marie, who has known the Little Sisters of the Assumption very intimately, she said to me, this is your opportunity to recognize the Little Sisters of the Assumption. And I have to say that touched me deeply, because it was no accident that we're called Little Sisters. Little has significance in terms of our kind of fading into the background, lifting up the people and celebrating them. So it's pretty much a part of our DNA as a religious congregation. So allow me at this moment to tell you a story about a few remarkable women from this community and the beloved community that surrounded them over the last 5 decades. I won't keep you here forever, though, I want to tell you. So, the first story Marie talked about today was Sister Marcel, who lived at 45 Magnolia Street during the 1950s and 60s. Marcel was originally from France, and she spoke French and quickly adapted to Haitian Creole. And this was a time when many Haitian families were immigrated into this neighborhood to begin the process of integration into Dudley and Upham's Corner. So immediately, Marcel made a wonderful relationship and connection with Marie's mother and dad. And then shortly after, she met with Linda Dorsina's mother and dad. And the friendships were developed, and the effort, they worked together to enhance the fabric of community that created opportunity for their children. And look at these women's lives. Look at these leaders in our neighborhood, in our community, that came forth from this beloved community back in the 50s and the 60s. Now, the Haitian community, Marie's talking about me, if I have an opinion, I'm going to hold to it. But the Haitian community raised money to send Sister Marcel to Haiti so that she could experience firsthand their land and their culture that they loved and cherished. So I want to tell you that wasn't something we did in the past, send people to Haiti. And I happened to be the provincial of the Little Sisters of the Assumption at that time, and I said, what? Well, if you had to, I mean, I had to deal with these Haitian families. Well, Marcel went not only once, but twice. And she was called the mother of the Haitians. And when Marcel was ill, and we had to take her to Walden, New York, which is our rest center, she celebrated her 60th anniversary of religious life. And Haitian families came in numbers, in buses and in cars, to celebrate her. I looked on at this and saw all the people gathered, and it was so clear this was Marcel's beloved community. And I want to tell you about another sister who's Anne Mary. Now let me tell you about Sister Anne Mary, who lived in community with a number of sisters on 45 Magnolia Street. I think of the wonderful video that DS and I produced when they showed how the neighborhood burnt down. And Sister Suzanne told me just the other day, which I hadn't realized, that when the fires were every night and our house was not touched, everybody came in and we had big pots of coffee, etc. And then when the families went to places where they could stay for the night, they asked us to keep the pets. So we kept all the pets until they could get ready and come back. So Sister Anne Mary had a wonderful affection for people who were homeless. And she worked in the community by day. And in the night, she worked at Rosie's place. So when the community of the Little Sisters was surrounded by burnt out vacant lots, and the families who once lived there were not able to find places to live, we had to decide what we were going to do. So Anne Mary's voice was heard above all the others. We had only one choice. These are our friends, our neighbors, and now they have nowhere to go. We should open the door and bring them in to live with us. And someday when we have more time, I'll tell you about some of those chapters. Quickly, her call resonated with Marie and Anne and Rita and Anna and Mary Beth and Carolee. And they named this new residence Project Hope. House open, people enter. And this evolved into one of Boston's first emergency family shelters. And the next person